For over 10 years, the Flying Disc Store has stocked Australia's largest range of flying disc products. From disc golf discs and bags to ultimate frisbees, throw and catch discs and dog discs, the Flying Disc Store has everything you need. As part of our support of the Tee-Off, the Flying Disc Store would like to provide Tee-Off listeners with 5% off any purchase in the store. Just use the code TEEOFF5 when checking out to get your discount. Visit www.flyingdiscstore.com.au today to grab a deal. And if you have any questions, be sure to contact their friendly staff. Today's podcast is brought to you in part by Berg's Disc Sports. Check out bergsdiscsports.com for the highest quality disc golf bags and gear that have all been fully tested and approved by our disc golf community. The only thing better than Berg's bags is Berg's customer service. Welcome back to the Tee-Off, an Australian podcast about the awesome sport of disc golf. My name is Paddy Robinson. In the booth with me today, I've got Tolerant Tim.
Tolerant Tim.
Tolerant Tim.
What do you mean by that?
Because you've tolerated a lot of sickness in your household lately, mate.
Have we what?
Yeah, and
What
then
disease?
I've also got the Formidable Fergs.
Formidable. Any reason why?
Well, you're formidable on the disc golf course when you're on
It
it.
sounds like they're biblical names, you know. Tim the Tolerant.
No,
Look, written on the notes here, Perfect Paddy.
Oh,
That's
yeah.
a little bit
Perfect
of
Paddy.
a little tap on
Oh,
the back.
mate, you know, I didn't have to say it out loud. So
Perfect from behind.
that was just for you boys. Fellas, it's episode 50.
We made it.
We made it, and let's just crack a beer.
Been waiting to do this, Paddy.
Yeah, I'm going to do it really close to the mic.
Crack it.
Let's go.
Oh, yes, please.
Now I had to.
Hard-earned thirst, boys. You can get it any old how.
Cheers, boys.
Cheers,
boys. Tim, I hope you like this beer. I did go out to find a beer that matched your disc golf game. So this one's called Captain Sensible.
Captain Sensible. Oh,
Yeah, Sensible.
I'm already drunk. That went straight to the brain. I'm glad you're referring to me as the cap, though.
Yeah, mate. I couldn't call you the cap.
The old Bolter. Wasn't that owned by, what's his name? The surfer, Mick Fanning.
Oh, is it?
Yeah, he owned it. I think he sold it.
I feel like punching a shark already. That's a good beer, actually. Captain Sensible. Get it in you. All right, straight into it because we've got an absolutely stacked episode for episode 50. I'm going to start with the favourite, the players' meeting. I've actually got a really quick one. I forgot to mention it last episode, but fellas, I got recognised.
Oh,
which was really, recognised for something that I don't normally get recognised for.
were you outside the police station?
Yeah, maybe. No. I was at Inverleigh Open. There was a new player that just about to start. He didn't know where his starting hole was, and I was on my disc golf cart, the driving one. So, Chris Hart said, "Hey, Paddy, you're speeding round. Can you take this fella to his starting tee?" And he was down like hole 15. So I was like, yeah, sure, jump in. So we get going. I'm like, oh, where are you from, mate? And he's like, oh, Melbourne, I've been playing. Oh, yeah, well, yeah, see, cool. And he goes, oh, is your name Paddy? I'm like, yeah. He's like, oh, you're one of those commentary guys. I'm like, okay, yes, I am. There we go. I'll get recognised for that. So it
Isn't
happened.
that nice?
We're semi-famous. Pretty cool.
That is pretty cool.
Recognisable, smooth tones of the Paddy Robinson commentary.
Yeah, I was like, hey, go, mate. Yeah. So, yeah.
Did he say you sound a lot better than you look?
Well, no, he just left it at that as well. So,
that's fair.
one of those commentary guys. I'm like, okay, I'll take it as a positive. But no, that was pretty cool. Now, I mentioned it last week, and I've put it out on the socials, the Patreon giveaway. It's been in the making for a while, and we've now got a bit of a list.
What have we
what's
got?
in it.
I see a lot of
stacked.
goodies.
Oh, yeah.
What have we got here?
All right, so I brought some of the stuff in. I'm going to put these onto the actual social so people can see. But it's straight off the bat, Latitude 64 core bag, brand spanking new. It's still in the plastic.
Lovely.
In a nice olive green.
Nice olive green colour.
Green.
Timmy, you're throwing in
A 2022 red stamp sexy bird. Just
sexy bird.
mate, the red stamps are the OG, and this one's a good one. So straight in.
I love it. Fergie, you are throwing in.
I am throwing in a used. I couldn't even get it out. Look, a first run Rolo.
The Rolo.
The Rolo. Yeah.
Now, I had no idea what it was, but it's like the new Innova roller disc.
Yeah.
Aren't they those little choc caramels?
That's what I
Come in
thought
a
they
little-
were.
That's what I
Yeah,
thought.
bloody tasty.
Are they still around? They were good though.
Yeah,
Yeah.
sure. I think they're ice creams as well now.
That's your grandfather.
No, the Rolo is a new disc by Innova. It's a mid-range, but it's like a crazy glidey thing, and it just flips over and then rolls. Apparently, Chris Hart put one in his bag, and he reckons it's a cheat code for
Yeah, okay.
Inverleigh. He reckons you can just get it on
Is
the
that
ground,
right?
and it just goes. So there you go.
Oh, boy.
Okay. I did see a video of Double G throwing it over 500 feet.
Right, there you go.
So, yeah, there you go.
That's a mid-range. Yeah.
Yeah. I am chucking in a Latitude 64 Kristen Tatar 2-time Grace
Oh, baby.
in this nice little purple burst colour.
Get him early. She's not going to be 2-time for long.
Yeah, I'm pretty happy with that one. We've also got, there's a tee-off pin. There's a tacky sack. I've got some vintage Vic Open disc golf player cards. Now, Tim, you didn't play it, so I couldn't put one in, but
Mate, I wish I did, because
yeah.
player cards are really like close to my heart.
so I've got an Andrew Ferguson one, I've got a Paddy Robinson one, and I've got a Dylan Feldman one, who is literally 12 years old there.
That's pre-adolescence.
That's pre-adolescence. Yeah. there's-
I don't even have a mustache. I'm pre-adolescent.
Look
as well.
at that.
That's
Look at that baby face.
pre-sore back.
That's
probably-
pre-sore- mate.
It's going to be worth some cash. Is that Fergie pre-yips?
Is
Pre-yips?
is mine rated? My card rated?
No, it's not.
Okay.
Thank goodness. It's also a very hairy Paddy, actually. If anyone, there's not probably many who have seen it. I'll chuck it on the camera. So there's puberty Dylan, Fergie, with
smooth.
a clean face. There's no mustache on there.
No
and
stress
then,
lines, nothing.
I'm making up all the hair there.
Paddy, that is disgusting.
Yeah.
Obviously pre-M.
Definitely pre-M. Yes, definitely. That is pre-marriage.
No, those cards, they're going to be worth heaps. Make sure you get into the Patreon. Join that giveaway for your chance to win. We'll be drawing that. When are we drawing that, Paddy?
Well, there's Devil's Grip as
There's
well. That's the
more.
last thing, mate. Yeah, and there's a towel. Oh, mate, I'm chucking heaps of stuff in it. So we're going to be, we'll do this, the draw at the end of the year. But basically, if you join the Patreon, however many months you've been with the Patreon, is how many entries that you get. Okay.
Yeah.
So, yeah, those who have been with us for a while and supported us, you'll get a few more entries. But, if you jump in now, then you'll get a few entries into, try and win this as well. So,
And it's
Stacked
not
pack.
like we have a bazillion Patreons. So you've got good odds. Jump
very
in.
good odds.
Join for a month. Get
Yeah.
a ticket.
100%. So, yeah, should be a bit of fun. All right.
What's news round the world, round Australia? What's news? What's happened and who's spoken?
Now, we don't have any tournaments to recap, but we do have a little bit of news. I just want to kick things off with the announcement of the Disc Golf Pro Tour, announcing that they're uniting with the European Tour. Did you see
Yeah.
this, boys?
Did see this.
So now European Tour is no more. It is the Disc Golf Pro Tour Europe. And basically what it boils down to is it's an amalgamation of all of the staff for Disc Golf Pro Tour and the European Pro Tour joining together. The media and streaming services are joining together. So hopefully we see a few more European tournaments, appearing on Disc Golf Network and that sort of thing. And it also means for the players that their points will contribute to qualifications for USDGC and things of that nature.
Yeah.
So hopefully it means we see a few more big European guys coming out and appearing in those US majors, because for a while it's really just been like Simon and Nicholas Antia and things like that. But I'm sure there's a whole bunch of Europeans that they've probably been shredding Europe in the absence of Nicholas Antilla and Simon Lizotte and whatnot, and now they'll qualify for those big ones. So hopefully we see them.
It's pretty awesome. That's pretty cool. I can't
Very
wait
cool.
till they take up the Australian tour as well. It's going to be
Yeah.
it's going to be a day, isn't it?
Well, I also yes, we want to see some of these Europeans go over and play these US events, but I want to see more US go out of the US.
Well, I think this will
play.
This will mean exactly that.
Hopefully, it pulls them out too. Because, I mean, like, you look at the scene here. If we got Paul Macbeth out now, like, that's huge. Like, we can actually tell, these councils and stuff, hey, we've got like a multi-million-dollar a year, like, contracted Frisbee player coming out to do that. Like, there's more recognition of the sport, and I think it would mean more. Like, I can't even imagine what it's going to mean over there.
You'd be telling councils, but you'd also be telling some businesses to give you some
100%.
money to help run events and all the rest of it.
So pretty cool.
It's a good thing.
Yeah, pretty cool news. I kind of hope that it doesn't stop. The sort of on the fence players, kind of like Evelina Salonen and Henna Bloomross, who they've come over for a few US tournaments. I don't want to see them sort of nick back off to Europe and just stick to the European stuff now that this announcement's come out. Though that's what I'm worried about. Obviously, KT won't.
Mate, they'll chase the money.
They'll chase the cash. All right,
yeah.
Sweet. That's what I'm saying. If there's too much cash over there, what's the point of them coming over here? Particularly when everyone just grills them on their putting.
Prestige, everything.
Oh, yeah.
Actually, I Googled or YouTubed Evelina Salonen recently, and it's like the first 7 videos are just like, worst putting ever, worst putting ever. I'm like, oh, man.
She's been good lately.
I know. She needs to get a better...
the algorithm needs to work for her.
She's been good. She's just like got that habit of full sending dis-OB. That's what's been copping her strokes at the moment.
Yeah. Another little bit of news as well. Fergie, the Ace 2. Bit of news there, mate.
Yes, it's all approved and a championship level approved target. And Tim wanted to know a little bit more about the process.
Oh, mate, actually. Tim's been like firing questions like left, right, and centre.
Can't wait to hear more about it. So wait till you get it certified. You go online and then you
get
fill
stuff with your chain configurations. Does it catch this?
It's a banging basket. I'm super happy with it.
The Rad Ace 2 now catches putts.
Yeah.
Have we?
That's the tagline.
Now catches putts. Have you shared the video of Blake yet?
No, I don't think we've got that.
Mate,
you please?
I'll get onto that.
We got to share that on the social.
It is a pretty funny
You
video.
can catch 80-mile-per-hour putts.
Look, we're super stoked. In fact, all of the baskets we pretty much landed only a few weeks ago are already out the door and pretty much gone. So we've got a lot of clubs that have been very supportive of us, and we're looking forward to seeing some of those Ace V2s in the ground very, very soon.
I have putted on it. It's freaking awesome.
Cool.
It's really cool. All right, now there wasn't any the Pro Tour has finished. Okay, so there's not any tournaments that we can go and recap. But the end of the year is always exciting because there's free agents. And I do like the end of the year because I speculate on who's moving where and who's going to be signing with this manufacturer and all that sort of stuff. Now, there are some big contracts up at the end of this year, so I thought we might go through some of them, have a little bit of fun speculating on where people are going to go, and first one off the mark, Gannon Burr.
GB.
I mean, I
can't believe he's still with Prodigy. I mean, we were tipping that, at the start of the year when he wanted out, that he'd get out eventually. Yeah. But no, it somehow turned things around. They were all, hunky-dory for the rest of the year. And
they played it pretty well, didn't they?
Very well.
They had to. I mean, once he started winning again, they saved face and stuff. And yeah.
Well, I think, look, Discmania is probably, someone who might be putting their hand up for him. I know that was some talk back last year.
Back when, when he asked to, absolve the Prodigy contract, that was, right when Simon went to MVP.
Yep.
So it was kind of like, well, that's why he's asked to leave, because Discmania's had all this Simon money and they've gone to the next best young pro, being Gannon at the time. And Gannon's been like, yes, please, I want that money.
I mean,
get out of this contract?
He fits the Crush Boy, silhouette, doesn't he? Like tall, skinny, lanky, and able to throw him a million miles. I don't know. The only thing with that is I'm curious about how much money Discmania has, because the other person who is on this list as well is Eagle.
Mm-hmm.
So,
well, I think Discmania's got a bit of coin if they've just sold out to House of Discs.
Well, yeah.
So, someone's got some cash there.
Yeah, I wouldn't worry about their cash, Paddy.
Yeah.
Don't worry about that.
UC knows how to, supply and demand. So, okay, Discmania's one. Any other ones you want to throw out there?
No, I think Gannon Bird, Discmania, that sits pretty well with me. You, Fergs?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. What about Innova?
Nah, Innova.
You don't reckon?
I don't think so. They don't really. I don't know. When's the last huge name they went out and grabbed from another manufacturer?
I don't know. Or apart from Calvin, who's under Calvin?
Bradley Williams would be probably next best.
Yeah. So they might want a young,
Yep.
You
They
know,
probably need a young
yeah.
Burr-esque type player.
That's the only other one, and you know, Gannon's going to be wanting money as well.
Yeah.
So that's the only other thought I had is like maybe Innova.
Mm-hmm.
But
No, I think
yeah.
it's pretty. I think I'll be very surprised if it's not Discmania.
Cool.
Next one on the list, Aaron Gossage.
Yeah.
Now, he's up, is he? Because he's been with Discraft for quite a while now.
Yeah.
Brody Smith rates him as, the quote that you've got here, Paddy, best player off the tee, which
Yeah.
is both a compliment and an insult to his putting. But yeah, he's had a fantastic year, Gossage.
Yeah.
Hasn't quite got there, but
I don't know. I can't really see him moving. I don't see the point. I mean, Discraft, good brand. You know, I mean, no doubt they're being pretty supportive of him. I don't know what what the bottom dollar is with him, but you know,
his face looks Discraft too.
It does.
Like he looks like an American redneck. Like, you know, if he'd have plenty of flag stamps in his bag, I reckon.
All right, that's hilarious.
Yeah.
Yeah, it could be an interesting one. I do agree. I think he might stay. I can't really see him moving. I mean, the Discraft list is quite high, but he's probably higher on that list as it is. So he's probably on a good wicket. But
I wonder if Reese at fourth circle can get onto Gossage, because I'd love to see him like just forehanding type ends all day. I reckon that to be a match made in heaven.
all right, next one, Nicholas Antilla.
So I can't see him leaving Discmania.
No, me either.
They have like a very well-known infatuation with Europe for good reason, and
Yep.
he is the best European out there outside of Simon. So
Yeah.
I think
Lock him in.
maybe Latitude might be one that he might entertain the idea of going to. Just obviously another European brand,
Yeah.
but that's the only one. I
They
can
get a
think
bit, yeah, don't know about that. But yeah, maybe. Who knows? We'll see. I think he'll still want to be supported by like, a European.
of. Who's the biggest Latitude 64 player right now?
Patty Robinson.
Kristen Tatar.
Yeah,
Oh,
KT.
if I can get the words out of my mouth,
I think
NPO player or men's player.
It'd probably be Bazooka Tam.
Yeah,
I
see,
reckon.
Albert Tam, really?
Yeah, I think so.
But so there's a clear spot there because Albert Tarm's not.
No, like,
He's
there's
not a lead
I've got it
captain player.
like further down. So there's a lot of guys here that are on 1 year contracts.
Yep.
So like Connor O'Reilly, Tristan Tanner, Larry Ledison, Jake Hebiheimer, Rebecca Cox, like they're all sort of up this year. They're all Latitude. So I would love to see them sign someone big. I really think they need like a big US presence player. Like when Ricky was sponsored by them, like epic, and he got his world titles and stuff. But yeah, like, I mean, Matty O's with Westside, so I guess that's someone, and Ricky DD, so that's how they're getting, I'm sure there's some cross promotion there, but I would definitely like to see, someone, I mean, like Nicholas would be awesome. The next on the list, actually, Ben Callaway, and I feel like he fits very well in with those names that I just read out with Latitude 64. I would like to see a bigger name come over. Not sure who that is, but
All right, so we've got Gannon moving, Gossage staying, Antilla staying, Callaway. What do you reckon?
I think he'll move.
Discraft?
Yeah, I think he'll move.
I just feel like a bit of an infinite discs kind of thing with him. I don't know. Like I
Yeah,
don't
like
think
Thought
he's-
Space or it's someone like that, even Clash. Someone a little bit smaller, but like wants to actually invest in someone. And I mean, he would just get lost in the crowd in Discraft.
I think Thought Space Athletics, they're probably going to be one of the bigger movers in this off-season. And they've cashed up a little bit in this year and certainly probably looking to sign a couple of names, I would have thought.
Yeah.
Yeah. Do they make their own discs or does someone else make their discs and they stamp them?
No, I think they've got their own line. Oh, they've got their own line, but not sure.
I thought they were just basically that's graphic design brand.
Yeah, that's what I thought too.
They're just a
Yeah.
graphic
So who
design
makes
brand.
their discs? Is
Well,
it?
but it's what's his name, isn't it? Eric Oakley.
Oh,
Really?
really?
Isn't he Thought Space?
Oh, he's on Thought Space, but I didn't know.
I thought he was involved in the brand.
Oh, okay.
Good
I'm not sure.
question. They make some
I'll
cool
have to read-
stamps, Thought Space.
They
but
make
yeah.
fantastic stamps, yeah.
That's always like an interesting topic on what brand discs are made by who else. Like Discmania has been taken over by Latitude. Like they've had their discs made there for a while. Obviously, before that, Innova were making all their discs. Like I find that quite interesting. Maybe that's a topic for another time.
There is so much like crossover there. Like,
Yeah.
Innova make Millennium as well. Is that
Yeah.
correct? Yeah.
Yep. Yeah.
Good Lord. And I mean, like, whose House of Disc, like, can you buy the same disc from, like, 4 different brands now? Is that a thing?
House of Discs.
Yeah.
Well, they're the company that own them. Own those brands. Yeah.
But the manufacturing plant is spitting out discs.
Yep. 4 of them.
Yep.
Yeah.
There's
Or
5.
5.
Is the same, because there's Casterplast as well,
Casterplast
right?
too, yeah.
Yeah.
So can I buy the one mold under 5 different brands? Like, how many of them are like...
No, they've got their
Tim,
own molds.
shut up.
Mate, this is
No, that's a great business.
Quindrilogy.
Definitely all the same plastics. Definitely all the same plastics.
So Matty O is the next one on the list. He is sponsored by Westside Discs.
Yeah.
And, he reeks of someone, I think, that is rightfully so able to demand a pretty good contract at this stage. Like, he's marketable. He's very, very popular. He might be the most popular player, outside of maybe Simon Lizotte, I think.
Yeah.
Simon Lizotte, Calvin Heimberg, and then, like, Matty O
Yeah.
in terms of marketability and popularity.
My
If I was someone like Latitude, if I was someone like, Innova, I'd be, like, prioritising Matty O.
Yeah, I agree with that. The one thing I think about Matty O as well is, like, he seems like he's a bit of a patriot. So I feel like, there'll be a few American companies being like,
Lone Star.
Yeah,
Here we
like,
go.
come back, the Lone Star.
We'll
It's
give
the
you-
plastic, man.
Yeah,
it's
man.
the plastic.
You can buy this at 50% off.
Yeah.
Come join us, Matty O.
I hope Matty stays with Trilogy because I think that's been really good, but I wouldn't be surprised if he moved.
I can't believe he doesn't have a sunglasses, like,
Yeah.
sponsor yet. Like, Paul Macbeth just brought out his freaking, like, skis sunnies.
Yeah.
You see the size of those things?
Yeah.
The man thinks he's the Terminator.
Mate,
But Matty O...
You can play disc golf and weld at the same time.
That's it.
Yeah.
Matty O needs his sunglass, like, sponsor, surely.
Yeah.
I will buy Matty O sunnies.
100%.
I'll buy his Trilby hat. That's just a piece of shit.
Paddy wants his shell necklace.
Got to have my pooks, man.
He dead set is straight out of like 1998,
Yeah.
I'm gonna
Yeah.
say, or something like that. Like, I love it. It's great.
Yeah.
So I think Matty O's moving 100%.
Yeah, I think he could be moving.
Like, Westside would be silly to lose him. Like, whatever he's asking, give it
Absolutely.
if you can afford it. But
Yep.
I think he's moving.
Yeah.
Bradley Williams. He's with Innova. Now, I don't really know the history of where he's been. He's been with Innova a long time, or what's the go there?
It's been a while.
As far as I can remember.
I can't remember.
No. I couldn't say where else he's been.
When he got in trouble a little while ago, he
Yeah.
was with Innova then.
Yeah.
And that was like, he's been back on the scene.
That's like 5 or 6 years
Yeah.
minimum.
So
So
there's
surely.
that at
People,
least.
do you have that story firsthand? People might not know that that knowledge.
Well,
Of,
my knowledge is a little bit limited, but I believe he did get a bit angry with someone on one of his cards that he was playing with.
yeah.
And
I thought he
might
like
have been a-
hip and shouldered someone, or
Yeah.
like I don't know. There was a couple. He said something different. Someone said something else. But like this is back when we're just reading it on Facebook. But yeah, it was.
But he had a season off.
Yeah.
Was it 2?
He took. No, I'm pretty sure it was just one.
One whole season banned.
Yeah. Yeah.
So he was Nico before it was not cool.
No, Nico's been a dickhead for ages,
Okay,
but
yeah.
yeah, he just doesn't hip and shoulder people.
But in any case, he's with Innova. He's had a very good season, Bradley
Yeah.
Williams. And
Yeah.
I feel like his image has certainly improved. Like, he's a pretty popular guy now.
Yeah.
Like, good on the socials, very good form. I mean, yeah, he's with Innova, but I wouldn't be surprised if, companies sort of try and poach him.
Yep.
You wanna
Yeah,
get-
I mean, I don't know if he's got a disc, like a team stamp or any. Like, I'm sure he does, but I couldn't tell you what it is. So
It's the pig, the Bradley Williams pig.
it is
Yeah,
okay.
he's got the
Well, there you
pig,
go.
yeah.
But yeah, I would expect him to ask for either like a step up or he'll head
So
somewhere
just his partner is Leica Lawrence, and she's with Prodigy as well. So I don't know.
else. Okay,
You'd be silly.
they've got
not
no
to
stars on Prodigy.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
No
yeah.
stars.
Bradley Williams
Yep.
getting signed.
I think Innova would definitely not want him to go because they don't have many marquee players
Yeah.
at the moment. I mean,
You say that, but
Mate, they are the
kill
Geelong Cats of like the disc golf world. They're all like basically retired. Like you look at that list, you got your Philos, your big germs. Like, yeah, there's no big heavy hitters
Yeah, that's true.
except Calvin, obviously.
yeah.
Bradley Williams, we think he'll move. As to where, don't know. Chris Clemens, his contract's up at DD. I hope they re-sign him.
please, and can they release the 2021 verdicts?
Yes.
Mine's about 15 feet down in the black Coca-Cola dam that we're calling it at its hole 14. I got in the wetsuit I went to go get it, and yeah, literally the water is like well and truly too deep to touch the ground. So she's gone.
I'm pretty sure that dead kangaroo floating in there was saying no.
It was worth it. I wanted that. I wanted that disc back. So what do you reckon? He's with DD.
Yeah,
kind of not a good year for Chris. Like he was killing it last year, but
Yeah.
this season not his best.
No, yeah,
He
he
was
dropped
getting
off a bit.
getting good towards the end of the season, but he certainly, to put it lightly, he cost us some points in the picks. That's for sure.
Yeah.
I don't know. I think he's just the value he brings is just like a good bloke. You know what I mean? Just someone, a good team member. I don't think DD would like to lose that necessarily. So.
No. And like the DD list in MPO plays is not huge. Like they lost Carter, Afrins. He's gone to, I think he went to Lone Star, didn't he?
Oh yeah,
he did.
Yeah. So he's been that like they're a big young gun like coming in, and I thought, okay, well, invest in this dude, yeah. But no, he's gone. So when you look at like it's Ricky, and then I think it's Chris, and then you've got like Zach Melton, like, and those guys, I reckon they fit that boat of like super nice. They're the crowd favorite type people. So yeah, I think if they lose Chris, then what's the drop down? So yeah, I really hope that he stays.
And his partner, what's her name? I forget her name. Hannah Hoyne.
Yes.
She's with
Hannah? Yep.
West Side, right?
I think so. Yeah. So they're
they're
in the trilogy. Yeah.
So he might be one to stay with DD. I would have thought.
I hope he's
get him moving.
Next one, Val Mandahano.
Yeah, with Discraft. Okay. Yep. They just got her last season, right?
Yeah. So
she was just on a 1 year.
Just a 1 year.
Yeah. So she'll stay.
She'll stay. Yeah.
Hayley King, Innova. I can't see her leaving unless probably Discraft comes and comes knocking.
Yeah.
She sort of seems like the person. You know, Discraft poached quite a few people off Innova last season when it was AB.
Yeah.
Names are escaping, but there were more.
Yeah.
Well, they poached Dickerson as well. He wasn't with Innova, but they locked him up.
Yeah.
She kind of feels like the person that would be poached as well, but I kind of think Innova would want to hold on to her being a good young up-and-coming FPO player.
She's had an okay year, but it hasn't been like hugely big breakout. So
I had her in my top 5, Paddy.
Yeah. Oh no.
Did she sneak a major?
She's had a good year.
She snuck a major, didn't she? Did you win?
Oh, one, I
she
think.
did.
Yeah.
She won the Champions Cup, was it? Yep.
Yeah.
I think so. Yep.
Yeah. Ignore that one. Paige Pierce apparently is only on that contract is up this year, but she's not moving. Let's be honest. Can't see that happening. Yeah.
No, I can't see it happening.
No.
Eagle. I mentioned it before, but what I want to see from Eagle, I don't think he'll move from Discmania.
He is Discmania.
He is Discmania. Yeah. What I want to see though, I want to see the $1 million contract for Eagle.
I think Eagle wants to see the $1 million
He's probably
contract.
still already on it, right?
No. He's I don't know, but I mean, it hasn't been announced. Like I want the Paul, the Simon, the Ricky deal for Eagle.
Just fantasizing for a second. I know we've got to wrap this up because we're half an hour into this one
this
segment.
is a deep dive.
But where would you see Eagle though? If he did go somewhere, where would you like to see him?
Back with his mate MVP.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
That'd be cool.
I think
cool.
I think MVP has probably like added an extra 0 to their bankroll this season. Yep. So they've got absolutely the reserves to buy another big player.
You know what? I just did some Googling before because I was like, thinking about that Thought Space Athletics.
It's not a great name. It's very hard for me to say, particularly after I've had a beer.
Even if it is 3.5%, I'm doing the same.
Yeah.
Apparently they're made by MVP.
There you go.
Okay.
Yep.
That's according to Marshall Street's website. But
I didn't know they were Overmold, were they? They're not Overmold.
No. But I mean, they also make Streamline.
Oh,
yes,
of course.
Streamline, which no one throws. They're not Overmold. So anyway, that'd be cool though. I could see some pretty cool discs coming out with those two on it at MVP.
Yeah.
All right. Well, yeah. Eagle not going to move. Don't know where. If he would, I would expect it'd have to be a big one, like Discraft or Innova or maybe MVP. But yeah, I want to see that big contract. Casey White, he's up as well. I would expect him to stay.
Meh.
Yeah.
Next one though, Alden Harris. He's currently with Prodigy. Yeah, he's a good player. Definitely one to watch.
He's had a huge year, so I would love to see Latitude get him.
Yeah.
But
I don't know. All those Prodigy boys, they're good mates, like him and Isaac Robinson,
Mm-hmm.
even Gannon, but I think he might be like the weird cousin that they play with just because he's there. I can't
Where's
see
Gannon?
him moving.
He's playing with his Lego.
Yeah. Okay, cool. That was the last I had anyway.
No, there's
so-
one more.
No.
Tim Bowen, massive free agent,
Who?
like
No,
free
no.
to sign. I like this. I like the idea of this thought space athletics. Let's give them a call.
It's Thought Beth Athletic.
Yeah, that's how I'd say.
Actually, no. Well, I did. There's a bunch of Lone Star guys who are contracts are up as well, but who cares?
Oh, okay.
Yeah, Lone Stars.
All right, Tim. We had an Australian tour.
We did, mate.
Yep.
Like it's almost it hurts to recap this one. The joust at Jumbuck, the MPO winner. I got to shout him out, Mr. Quads himself, Aidan Howard, had a 5-stroke win over Nathan Parrish, who actually Nath had the hot rounds out of all the divisions. The hot score out of all the divisions last year at Jumbuck. So he knows that course well. But yeah, Aidan got it done. So well done to Aidan. Best female score was Claire Bruton, winning FA2 by 4 shots over Anita Webber.
Nice, Claire.
Notable, I had to DNF or I couldn't make it.
Yep.
Had the bags packed, ready to go. I was super keen to play Jumbuck with actually good weather and not out of the mud pit
Yep.
pig pen tea pads they had last year. But yeah, unfortunately, gastro bit me again. And
You're at the mud pit at home.
well said. Still crook, mate. We've had like 12 consecutive days of gastro in the family, so I'm well and truly over it. If you can't tell, Paddy.
Well, you're looking fit, I've got to say.
Definitely skin thinned up a little bit there,
It's
lost
got-
a few kilos.
I reckon
Yeah.
I'm going to have a max distance of 75 metres at Eruption on the weekend, but I'm getting there, rain, hail or shine.
Nice.
But yeah, Jumbuck, pretty like good course up there and on the mountain there. So
It looked like fun.
hopefully you can get there again next year. We've got to put more comps on at Jumbuck. Now you got a few notables, Paddy.
I do.
MA1 Cale Davies.
Yes.
You've written here 941 rated ...
Yes.
Baggin.
He would have been the second highest rated in that whole tournament. And, noted that he was in the old MA1. So I did hear on the Throwlers podcast that he was going to be the favourite going in. He took it out. So, yeah, Cale.
So he won overall.
No, he won him. Oh, well, I don't know what his score was
Okay.
overall,
That's what I
actually.
thought,
But no, he was probably the second highest rated, I think. Aiden just outdoes him, but yeah, Cale just sitting in MA1. Yeah.
And what happened in MA40?
We've got to shout out another up and coming. I've never heard of this bloke, but Ash Widener.
I think it's pronounced Weedner.
He had a 1-stroke win over Jeff Brunston. This is Park's very own Ash.
Yep.
Had a win.
That's huge.
Do you reckon he played in the helmet? I mean, even if you're not filming, you could get hit by a disc.
I don't know. Sometimes playing with Jeff Brunsing is probably a good idea to wear a helmet.
It is steep there at Jumbuck, isn't it? You might have a little tumble and crack the noggin.
That's it.
But no, congrats to Ash there as well.
Down to the wire, that one. It was locked up with a couple of holes to go. So well done, Ash. Clutched up and got the win. First one. Hopefully one of many.
Looking for help with course design and installations, a new disc or other accessories for your game? Well, OzDiscs has a huge range of all disc golf equipment in stock. 5% of each sale goes back to support your local club through their rewards program. Also, did we mention they have next day shipping? Well, jump online and check out OzDiscs now at www.ozdiscs.com.au.
Now, we're not calling Cale a bagger, but the fact that it was on there, it made me think a little bit about the ratings and the PDGA recommended ratings for divisions and what that looks like in Australia, because it's been a bit of a topic lately, and I don't know, but people like to throw the term a sandbagger out, so I wanted to
Do exactly that. So
Yeah.
strap in, grab some popcorn. We've got 20 minutes of calling out players across the country.
We've got a list.
Before we get
Who
started,
are the Bilbo Baggins?
where does the term sandbagger come from?
I've no idea.
What does that
I
mean?
mean, it weighs things down.
Sandbag. Yeah.
So you're weighing down a division? I don't know.
But is it
think
when you
sandbag-
sandbag something, you stop it like a river from overflowing? You know what I mean? Like, what do you? Is that what it is? You're stopping.
I think sandbag is like, you build up the sandbags for like a fort in the war. Like it's like your little,
Yeah.
So you're
So
protecting
you're
yourself.
protecting.
Yeah.
There you go.
That's
There
where
you
it's
go.
coming from.
Yeah,
There you
okay.
go.
All
Like
right.
I'll put this sandbag up between me and the actual players that are going to beat me.
Yep. So they're kind of like French soldiers or something. Let's go.
French shoulders. All right. So, look, what I did, I went and I had a look at what the PDGA like the recommended ratings per division. Now, I just went to MPO, MA1, MA2, MA3, MA4. So the PDGA recommends, so for MPO, the recommended rating is 970 plus.
Rip. I'm 966.
Yep.
I'm coming, baby. MA1.
You'll be legit soon, Tim. MA1, the recommended rating is 935 plus. MA2, under 935. MA3 under 900 and MA4 under 850. Now, I have heard in the past, like, people will sit in MA1 and their excuse will be because their rating isn't, it fits in that division and they're not greater than 975 or 970, that it's completely legit that they can stay in MA1 and vice, so on and so forth. So I just did some maths. I got the old spreadsheet out. I had a look at the 2023, all the players in those divisions, MPO through to MA4. Anyone who's played in those divisions, I grabbed their rating and I did an average. And I averaged out the ratings for MPO in Australia, MA1, MA2, MA3, MA4. Like, just did an average. And
rightio, you see them in a nice table here, Paddy. You come prepared.
I did come prepared. It took me a little bit of work. It's a smaller. It's just 23. So I think I could
Just
put more data into it. But already the results I thought was quite interesting. So the average rating for MPO in Australia is 940.
946.
Or 946.
Yeah,
okay.
Exactly.
So I just rounded it out, and I've got my recommended or the tee off ratings. We're going to
let's go through the averages first. So the average for MPO 946. The average rating out of MA1 players in 2023 was 904.
904. Yep.
MA2 was 881. MA3 844, and MA4 was 800.
Yeah.
So already looking at the numbers in relation to the PDGA guidelines, they're not too far off.
Yeah.
But if you look at the averages and you say, okay, MA1, the average is 904, and then you look at someone like Kale who's 941, you're almost 40 points above the average, Kale.
Yeah.
Bagger. We're calling baggers out now.
But
look,
the average MPO's what's our recommendation? We're saying this is the tee off ratings here that 940 plus should be the MPO kind of minimum.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. I think if you're 940, or over that, then you'll be competitive. Hit the average in MPO.
So Kale's
give it a
cusp,
shot,
isn't he? He's on the cusp at 941.
Yeah.
So okay, fair.
I think some of the other baggers. Can we just go out and call baggers?
Mate. This is the whole point of this.
So Matt Hill, notorious bagger.
Yeah,
he's a friend of the pod. But 974 for Pete's sake, Matt Hill.
Mate,
you're blowing me out of the water here.
On my little spreadsheet, he's the definition of outlier.
There you go.
974 in MA1.
I think off the top of my head, another friend, Gareth Morgan from SA, bagger.
Yep. Bagger.
Marcus Valotta, bagger.
I have seen Gareth stepping up a little bit, so I want to see this more. So we said 940 for MPO, but the average for MA1 is 900. Okay.
Yeah.
So I think if you're, maybe go 20 to 30 points above or under that, and I reckon that's where you sit, and that's the division you should play. Mm-hmm. Do you reckon that's fair?
What did you say? Say it again.
So if you're sort of like 20 points above or under, that.
Mm-hmm.
So MPO 940. Mm-hmm. MA1 900, MA2 under 900, but sort of between 900 and 850.
Well, I feel like there's a lot of 900 plus players playing MA2 these days.
Yeah.
Am I just imagining that, or is that sort of you? There's always someone like 930 rated in MA2.
MA2 was the largest, largest spread, and the average rating was 881.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so could sit around there. I just made the numbers look nice, but yeah. So, plus or minus, 20. So that's either 900 or it's, 860, around there. Mm-hmm. MA3, 844, so 850, around that mark. Mm-hmm. And then MA4, 825. Yeah. So interesting in some of these, one of the highest ratings in MA4 was 924. In
MA4.
And one of the lowest was 630. So,
wow.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, it's a big discrepancy.
It's a big spread.
I mean, that right there is why MA4 is not really a division that should be running at the big ones.
Yeah.
Because it's just sort of like the catchment area for everyone that's sort of new to the sport.
Yeah.
You can get a person, imagine being 600 rated, playing against a 900 rated player.
Yeah, exactly.
It's like it's not even a real sort of competition in that division, if that's the case.
So no, if you don't offer MA4, what do those players do?
Step up to MA3.
Yep.
Yeah.
Or, they don't play. The 600-odd players obviously not going to play big comps anyway because they're still learning. But
And look, if you look at the average jump in rating from MA4 to MA3, it's 44 points.
Yeah.
It's still 844. You'll be competitive in MA3. But, rec-wise, do that at smaller events. Yeah. Get a taste. But yes.
I love the guidelines. I love the idea behind it, Paddy. But, let's be honest. I'll be real. I keeps it real. None of it means anything. The way that this is actually going to work in reality is if someone in MA2 is bagging, then 80% of the MA2 field is going to make subtle digs at that person until they move up.
I think that's totally fine.
And that's exactly what's going to happen in MA1. I feel like MA1, it could go a little further. I think people are a little bit too tolerable,
Yeah.
Maybe those off-the-cuff comments, bloody Matt Hill or Cale Davies.
Yeah.
Make it a little bit more upfront. Start a podcast. Name and shame. And hopefully we'll get a few stepping up to MPO.
That's it. Look, and I'll work a little bit more on these numbers, and I'm happy to take some feedback on these numbers. But I think in the future we can maybe use this as a reference. We'll be watching these divisions and some ratings in the future, hey, and just throwing that term out there a little bit more. What do you reckon, boys?
Oh yeah,
sounds like a plan.
Now we need to move on. We've got a interview lined up with Ryan Nicholson, the TD of the mighty Eruption, going down this weekend in Mount Gambier. Let's get him on and talk all things Eruption.
We just called to have a chin wag. We just called to have a chat with friends. We just called to talk some disco and to catch up on the latest disco trends.
All right, and on the pod, Ryan Nicholson, TD of the upcoming Eruption. How are you, mate? Are you out on the course at the moment?
I've been on the course all day, guys, and I've got to make a quick little correction there. Assistant TD, I don't want Michelle getting a complex. Michelle's
good boy.
The tournament director, and she's been doing an amazing job for months and months now, and I just get to sit back and be her support as assistant TD. But
why aren't we speaking to her then?
All right, mate, if you could just chuck Michelle on, that'd be great. It's not her first rodeo. She's a fantastic TD, Michelle. But thanks for joining us, Rhino. You must be out there furiously adding more OB to hole 18 right now as we speak.
Oh, yes. With everyone that comments on it, I just move those lines a little bit tighter.
Oh, yes, please.
Well,
it's causing such a stir. I love it.
Let's elephant in the room, Ryan. We've had two people submit the question, how to not let 18 at the Eruption bend you over, and how do I navigate hole 18? Right. That hazard looks pretty dangerous for a lot of players. What are they? How do you play the hole?
Yeah, it's definitely an interesting one. I myself am stuck with how I'm going to attack it when I get to play it through the tournament, which is half the reason why I added the hazard. I felt that being able to do a big right hand hyzer out to the short and left, about 30 metres short of the green, was a bit too much of an easy option. So I thought, now I've created it where you either want to take on the island, concede a penalty on the hazard, or play out to the left, like it's probably a 60, 70 metre play out to the left, safe to the left, and then a 60, 70 metre upshot to the island for a pass. So there's options.
Okay.
If it makes you feel better, if it makes you feel better, I went Captain Sensible last year. Beautiful hyzer out to that hazard area, and got a nice 40-metre roll down the hill OB anyway. So it doesn't work. It's
that does make me feel better, actually.
I think, look, the real answer is close your eyes and full send. That's the answer. And if you want to know how not to play it for par, give our good friend Matty Faz a call. He took a nice fat 13 on that hole last year. So.
Just a 13er.
Yeah, I actually think there'll be a lot of people that will just decide to take the safe line out left, try and break it down into those 2 70-metre throws for a par.
Okay.
And we might see a few less blowouts of those guys trying to just keep cutting the water. So it'll be interesting to see how it plays out.
I think making it hole 18 as opposed to hole 3
Yep.
is a fantastic move.
Yes.
Because hole 3, it's like it's too early in your round. You're kind of like, I don't want to risk it. I don't want to not have the disc that I might lose for the rest of the round.
Yeah.
But I can see it hole 18, particularly after you just take a bad number on hole 17, which
Yep.
is what used to be hole 2, and then just being like, F it, I'm going for it.
No, I mean you've got two of the best holes literally in Australia
To finish.
To finish.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And if someone needs to get a stroke, that's how you get a stroke. Going for attacking those 2 holes.
Yeah.
I remember 2019 champs. I just took a snowman, took an 8 on hole 2.
Oof.
And I was just like, my tournament's over, stuff it, I'm going for it in hole 3.
Yeah.
And I was like an inch off acing, straight over the band.
Yeah, right.
So, and I haven't gone for it since because I, luckily haven't taken another snowman in hole 2.
Captain Sensible.
Yeah,
haven't
Captain
taken it.
Sensible.
Ryan, apart from hole 18 and the changes there, what have you built on for this tournament compared to last year?
Yeah, so we've read what was hole 18 last year. We've done a complete redesign of, so that's a complete new hole, and it's to see how that plays out. It's a really short par 4, but it gets pretty tight with the OB either side, especially in that spot where if you want to try and sneak in a sneaky little eagle, it brings a lot of risk. So I'm interested to see if few people can score those eagles on that hole or find themselves paying the penalty. And that's hole 15 this year. So that's the stretch home as well.
Nice. I did see that one. It does look tight, but that's definitely one that I want to see in person to figure it out. But what do you reckon, Tim? You going for the eagle?
No, but anything's better than last year's hole 18 Rhino because that was a little bit jank, if I do say so myself.
That's why we changed it.
Yep, good change, very good change. I'm interested to see. I've actually had a throw just mucking around from that tee pad to that basket without the OB, and it's a fun line. So be interesting to see how it plays with the OB. But I think just looking at the raw distance, I'm probably playing that pretty sensible. I would have thought, Paddy.
Now, Ryan, we did see on the old shenanigans recently, there was a question posted about what the best tournament in Australia was, and there were a lot of comments saying that it was the Eruption. What are your thoughts about that?
Oh, look, we've got a fair sense of pride and of what we try to put on here. We are fairly spoiled at the having this course and this area to utilise for running these big tournaments. So that's a massive, massive head start. But, when you've got a Michelle and the Mount Gambier Disc Golf crew all chipping in. And another key is the local community. The Mount Gambier community is really supportive. We got some tremendous support from our sponsors. So, so all these things added together really go a long way.
I think also the timing in the year, like having this one in November, lead up to champs, everyone's like chomping at the bit. I don't know, it's on my mind several times a day. It's like I've got Eruption and champs in the next few weeks.
It's a good run.
It's a big deal. That's probably why my body's breaking down and I'm stuck with gastro. Couldn't possibly lead into these comps with good form. But mate, I'm super keen like most of the country is.
Yeah. Now, I've got to ask the big question as well, Rye. What are the payout? What's that looking like, and the prizes as well for some of the other divisions? What's that looking like? What can people look forward to and get their hearts beating a little bit harder and faster?
Yes, well, as you might recall, we announced a few months back that we're looking at a minimum pro purse of 6,000 Australian dollars.
Woo!
And as we've been tweaking the numbers and finalising everything. In the last couple of weeks, it's probably pushing a little bit closer to around $8,000 now.
Ooh, very nicely done.
Okay,
yeah, so that's not a bad number to aim for. The prize, we've got pretty good prizes going out for player packs, and player packs retailing at about $130 for the player pack.
Unreal.
So I've got Michelle now. Michelle's a tenor. She's whispering in my ear, telling me the numbers. So
what do I have to finish, Rye?
I know. I could see the question forming.
25 in MPO. Where do I have to place?
What's the minimum?
Stretch that down.
Well, in all honesty, there's the threat of a couple of late withdrawals. so we can't give you an exact number because of that, but we're paying out the top 33%.
Very nice.
So
I can make that. I can make that.
Top 10.
I mean, I'm eyeing off Bainey and Perry, but let's be honest, I haven't had thrown a disc for 2 weeks, and I'm dealing with gastro. But we'll be right.
Timmy, we're going to be on a car together the whole weekend, mate.
Let's do it,
It's
Paddy.
going to battle for 10th. All right, leading on from that, who are your tips for the weekend? I want an MPO tip and I want a FPO tip.
Yeah, well, in the MPO, I might throw a dark horse into the mix. I mean, obviously, when you got the likes of Bainey and Austin, who absolutely who've been killing it, but you know what? Let's watch out for David Perry.
Yeah,
I reckon. I'm saying that because he's got some pretty good form here at Mount Gambier. He likes this course, and
Mate, dark horse.
So I was going to say dark horse.
He's the $1.10 favourite, mate. Dave Perry,
Also, I don't know if you've listened to last episode.
After Inverleigh, he's definitely moved up, that's for sure.
But the dark horse is the right way to describe David Perry. Far left.
That's it. Mate, I think he's a bit under the radar because we haven't seen him for a while, but I can guarantee you he's just been putting and throwing discs non-stop the entire time you haven't seen him. He's good. Mm-hmm. So,
all right,
yeah.
D. Perry, good tip.
For the sorry boys, for the FPO, it's a bit hard to go past. Sarah's reigning champ, but it's going to be pretty tight, I reckon. Pretty tight, but she's been winning more events. Most of the events that she's been going in, and I think she's going to be a pretty tough one to beat.
She's had a good year.
Cool. And we just had a big chat about sandbaggers. We established that 941, Cale Davis's rating, was the official rating cutoff for sandbaggers. And I noticed that we have 1, 2, 3, 4 players above that in MA1. Who's your tip, and who is the ultimate sandbagger? Tommy Roden, Tom Lee, Hayden McPherson, Paddy Wilson. You guys are all baggers. who are you rating for MA1?
You know what? Let's go with Hayden McPherson. He's about 5 minutes away.
Hayden. All right.
Yeah, he'd be my tip too, I think.
Okay.
Well, shout out to Gareth Morgan. He's taken the jump up after Inverleigh. So, who knows? He's gone up and stepped up the next level.
I've got to retract. I called him a bagger. But no, I've got to retract that. He is up. Well done, Gareth Morgan.
Yeah. All right, awesome. Thank you, Ryan, for coming on, giving us a little bit of insight into the weekend. I cannot wait. We've got the Park Boys are filming. We're going to be doing the commentary as well. It's going to be an epic event, and we can't wait to see you and see the epic course that is the Crater Lakes at the Eruption.
Thanks, boys. Really appreciate it. Look forward to seeing you.
Thanks, mate. See you there.
All right, big thanks to Ryan there. Now, boys, while we're on the topic of it, chuck out some tips. Eruption.
Yeah, Dave Perry, unanimous tip for me.
Yeah.
I mean, I like the look of Bainey. I like the look of Aussie D and Dan Frost.
Yep.
All in good form. But Perry, he just knows that course better than those other guys. He's got more distance, I feel.
Yeah.
And he's got the forehand required for quite a few holes that the other boys don't. So
yeah, I'm going to have to agree with you there, and I'll also tip Sarah. I think she's just it's not really local, but it's a local state, and she's defending champ, as Ryan said. And,
Sarah's that's a lock for me. High as a flight teammate. She's going to destroy the field.
Well, look, I'm actually going to say Aussie D. He's just been on an absolute tear, and I'm going to say Cassie. Even though, she hasn't played much lately, but she's been in the gym. I think she will get up. It's going to be a tight.
It will be tight.
Put your money on a place finish rather than a win, Paddy, I reckon, in my opinion.
Okay, so next up, boys, we've got the quiz, okay? Now,
Quiz,
mate.
I didn't study.
Uh-oh.
I've done no homework.
Oh, that sounds about right, Tim.
Yep.
No, it's going to be, you've been doing study the last 5 years or however long you've been playing, mate. I have audio clips of well-known disc golfers, and what I want you guys to do, I'm going to play it, and I want you to guess who it actually is.
Oh, that's cool.
Okay.
Right. Use my big ears. Here we go.
All right. Now, I want you to play at home as well. We actually, last time we did the quiz, we put it out there to those who, see if they could beat us.
Oh, yeah.
Blake Houston did submit.
Okay.
And, he slaughtered us.
Oh, he killed us?
Slaughtered us.
Very smart boy, Blakey Houston.
So, I want
Should
more
have
of
been
that.
studying for year 12, but well done.
Actually, I did see that he graduated.
Yep, shout out to Blakey boy.
Yeah, good on you, mate.
Now he's going to have time for disc golf. Can you imagine?
Oh, man. Yeah, I know.
That's scary.
Like the guy doesn't play enough already. All right, let's get straight into it. So first one off the mark. You both get a guess alert as well, and you get a point if you get it right. So here we go.
What's up, everybody?
Yeah, got it.
Yeah, Tim Bowen. Oh, no, sorry.
Who is it?
Can we get it again?
No,
Yeah.
you get one
One
crack.
more. Okay. One crack?
I reckon one crack.
All right.
All right.
No.
Eagle.
Eagle. Yeah.
Hey, if you didn't get that one, I'm going to destroy you.
All right.
I was too easy to come up with a Tim Bowen joke.
All right, next one.
Has been really awesome for the stability of the Challenger SS. My other main throwing putter is the Fierce.
Okay.
I reckon I'm on it.
Well, it's got to be a Discraft player. That was a really
There's a
interesting
couple of
start to
clues.
the clip as well. Yeah. It sounded like she said something else. But anyway, what's her name? I don't know. I mean, it's not Paige, but I don't know. Paige Pierce.
Missy, Big Money Gannon.
Yeah.
It's Missy.
Of course it is.
I was going to say someone
out.
else until she said Challenger, and I'm like, hang on, that's not the person I was thinking.
All right, next one.
Over to Peter Pan Park, and all I can think about that goddamn movie. I mean, Rufio. Yeah. Y'all probably don't recognize me in this mask, but it's me. Weatherman's calling for twisters. This is my last video. Thanks for watching it. Stay safe out there, y'all. Been hunkered down in a gas station. It's raining pitchforks and hammer handles out here, man. That was one.
I got it. It took me a while. I've heard all of those. What are those?
I've got no idea. Go
That
ahead,
is
Tim.
Nate Sexton, but I can't remember the name of his alter ego that he was
Oh,
playing.
I can't remember either.
Yeah.
Yep.
Nate
So
Sexton.
that is Nate Sesson, the Texas man.
Yeah.
The Texas man.
The Texas man, that was it.
Yep.
It's funny, I was thinking Matty.
Yeah, but so cold, so I'm up one. All right, already down one after one hole. Yeah. Doesn't matter, 8 holes to go. On hole 2,
All right, there's two people. There's two pros in that.
Okay.
Okay.
Well,
Two?
do you want two?
There's two pros.
Oh,
Yeah.
maybe play that one again.
All right, ready?
I've got the first one.
so pretty out, but so cold, so I'm up one. All right, already down one after one hole. Yeah. Doesn't matter, 8 holes to go. On hole 2,
Oh, okay.
Oh, I think I've got one of them.
Yeah.
The other one I'm not sure on.
Okay.
I got Paul Macbeth for the first one.
You going Paul Macbeth? Well, I was going double G.
Okay.
For
All
one of
right.
them.
It's Paul Macbeth is the first one. Fergie, you're on the board.
Oh, the other one's not double G?
No.
Ooh.
I know the voice though.
Oh, I thought this would be a shoe-in.
Yeah, I really recognise that voice,
Yeah.
but
Oh, you boys are going to kick yourself.
One more time? No. We'll move on.
All right.
who was it?
No?
Nah,
It's Simon.
that's Simon.
That is
Oh, shit.
Simon Lazat.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay, I did not get that.
Jeez. All right. Next one.
2023 Tour Series sail. I'm going to love this for rollers, tailwinds, or just easy distance. Man, a little more dome to these this year.
Squeaky voice. Who is that? Rollers,
And domes.
domes, backhand, tailwinds.
With the sail.
What? The sail.
The sail.
Who makes the sail? Never heard of that disc. I'm going to have to go. I'm just going to throw one out there and say Paige Bierkis.
Yeah, okay.
I'm just trying to think. Isn't the sale by? Is that a TSA? Thoughts, Bev?
I have no idea.
Zero clue. Actually, it might be. Actually, that's DGA.
Oh,
No, I changed my answer to Katrina Allen.
All right, I'm giving you a point each because he gave it to you. It's Katrina Allen. Yes, well done.
Well, I don't really deserve.
We got there, T. We got there.
I'm way behind.
All right, next one.
That was a ricochet, we call that. Ricochet off the tree and under the basket.
Oh, it was quick. One more time. Quick.
One more time.
Yeah.
That was a ricochet, we call that. Ricochet off the tree and under the basket.
There's a big clue in there.
Ricky straight off the tree and into the basket. Is that Ricky? Can I just lock in Ricky?
I don't think it's Ricky. He's very distinct voice. Oh, geez, I don't know. Maybe Double G.
It's Ricky Wysocki.
Oh, my God.
Didn't really sound like him, to be honest, but
yeah.
I was like, the thing is, he was saying it sounded like that would be what Ricky would say.
He does speak
Ricky
fast.
Shea. Ricky Shea off the tree. It's hilarious. All right, next one.
6 destroyers, so you can see what is my favorite destroyer. This is my oldest one.
Well, I'm going to go with Hannah Bloomross, and you can have Evelina.
No, I don't think it's Evelina, is it? Is it what's her name? Lucky?
Is that who you're looking at? Lucky?
Yeah.
And
Hannah.
it's Evelina.
It's Evelina. Dang it.
Gave it to me, but yeah.
She was saying Destroyer, mate. It's got to be one of the Innova girls.
All right, no points on that one. Next.
Took Reels, I'm back. Today, we're going to be doing a little video, kind of an in the bag video, but kind of a making a new bag for the off season.
Oh. That kind of sounded a little big germ, but I'm not confident on that.
I thought it was kind of Nico.
Do you want a quick once more?
Why not?
Facebook Reels, I'm back. Today, we're going to be doing a little video, kind of an in the bag video, but kind of a making a new bag for the off season.
Oh, man. Who is that? Can't really think, so I'm just...
Tristan Tanner?
I'm locking in germ. I'll just go with germ.
All right, it's AB.
That's AB?
That's AB.
Okay.
Yep. All right, next one.
You let them feel comfortable and welcome on your channel, and then you drop a hammer on them.
Yeah.
Uli.
That's Uli.
Yeah.
That's it. That's a
It's a very distinct voice, that one.
Yeah. All right.
Be a player that can check the scores and then just perform like a badass or whatever. But sometimes I just need to focus on executing one shot at a time.
I think I got that one.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think it's Cat. Shit.
I'm going Sai Ananda.
Oh.
Yeah. What? Who is it?
I can't remember the last name.
Cat Mersh. Is that what you're thinking of?
Yes.
Cyanunda.
Sai. Yep.
Well done.
Getting smashed.
It's all right. Cat. I've got Cat Merch in here. She just screams.
Did you hear
for, like,
Sai Ananda talking about Mandos? Fucking hilarious.
No.
I was thinking Kev Costa at Molong straight away.
Yeah. Okay.
She's like, oh, they obviously had this many Mando signs and they had to use all of them. She's like, be gone with like free thought. You have to throw here. I'm like, yeah, that's
hilarious. No, we have to look that up. That's great. All right, next one.
Today is time to announce the big announcement that I have been waiting for.
That was it? Oh,
all right, one more.
Today is time to announce the big announcement that I have been waiting for.
I reckon I got that one. All right. Fergs?
No, I'm no good.
Is that Snossage?
It's not.
It's not Aaron Gossage? Dang.
One more time.
Today is time to announce the big announcement that I have been waiting for.
Oh, I know who it is now.
All right.
I'll get another go because you asked for another list.
Yep.
Yeah,
that's fine.
That's fair.
Hammers?
No.
Hambone? All right.
Oh no,
I'll give
but
up.
that's a good guess actually.
They
It
sound
does
the
sound like
same.
Hammers. Yep.
Hang on. No, not Hammers. Shit. No, okay. No.
Casey White.
That's
No,
Casey
no,
White.
I
Okay.
wouldn't have got that.
Yeah. Next one.
Putters. This year I'm going to be putting with the Hard Challenger SS. With putters. This year I'm going to be putting with the Hard Challenger SS.
There is a little clue in there.
I'm going to go with Valerie Mandahanu.
Okay. Playing on DD.
She plays on DD. I want Alexis.
No, sorry, not DD. Playing Challenger, Discraft.
Well, just hard challenge.
Well, I thought I went with the wrong Mandahanu then.
I can't even think of one.
It's Holland Hanley.
Holland Hanley.
Yeah.
Of course.
All right. You boys will know this one.
Maybe Elise, we got the nuke. I mean, you guys know what it is. It's let's see how it flies this year. I don't want to say too much.
Come on.
That one's the easiest one in the lot.
Yeah.
Fergs.
Don't. Go one more time.
Come on.
Oh, that's
Maybe Elise, we got the nuke. I mean, you guys know what it is. It's let's see how it flies this year. I don't want to say too much.
It's your hot flies, you shot.
That's
Not too
your-
much. That's Ezra at a hold all day.
Okay. All day. All right. This one you have to know.
It's because I watch so many freaking sports. That's what everybody says. I'm really for a loss of words, for real.
Yes.
Look at the sign. You in Cambodia. That is Matteo.
Matteo. Yeah. Good. All right. Next one.
You guys off with my selection of putters. This is they're all hard KC AVRs, usually max weight.
Yep, that's Kenny Climo.
That's Champ.
Yeah.
Champ.
All right. Next one.
Ja. Checkar det här. Jävlar.
I love it. I love it. What the hell's his name, though? the dude from Latitude.
What's his name?
Justin?
You got to get his name right.
Oh, what is it? Jason? It's a J name. Check it out.
Ferrara. It's Jonathan.
Jonathan.
Jonathan. I don't know if I can give you guys points.
Oh, mate, I knew who it was.
That's hilarious.
Surely.
All right.
Sneaky point.
You said the Latitude guy starting with J. I'll give you that. All right.
That's my
Next.
favorite ad, that.
Next one. Yeah, 100%.
Compared to Greg, but Greg would not let him have it. And, you know, they start talking about disc, and Greg had started a little bit before Nico and would always hold that. And it was.
Who's that? We've already had Climo, so.
Well, I thought it was maybe not a Brian Earhart.
I'm going to go with Barry Schultz.
Barry Schultz, Brian. It's Nate Perkins.
Ah, Perko.
Perko. Yeah. All right. Almost
40-footer dead in the middle of the heart of the chains. Goes right through it. Took a 5 on that stupid hole. I don't even know who designed this course.
I got it.
Like, damn, that's a tough break. He's like, yeah. I birdied everything else. Birdied.
I always forget how much the other dude laughs.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
That's
Murder Mike.
Yeah.
Who filmed that? Yeah.
I don't know what that's from, but that was funny. Is that Greg Busby?
That's Greg Busby, yeah.
Yeah.
Was he impersonating Climo?
You haven't seen that clip?
No, I haven't seen that clip.
That is like
Dude,
the
what?
original.
I got to watch that. That's funny.
That's the Iron Leaf.
That's the
right.
It's an Iron Leaf. Mate, that is iconic. If anyone has not seen that video,
share it. I haven't seen it.
It's amazing. Yeah.
Okay.
Birdied everything else.
Chugging down a sickie.
All right, next one.
I don't even remember what happened, man. I'll be honest. I just don't remember. It just went. I threw it. It went. I did what I was supposed to
Eagle McMahon.
do, and now here I am. I don't even remember.
Yeah, I think that's the cat merch, isn't it?
Yeah, cat smersh.
Yep. All right, next one.
One of the people at home trying to incorporate the scuba into your game. I've seen a lot.
Do you want to get?
No, I'm going to have a crack at it.
Do you want to get?
One of the people at home trying to incorporate the scuba into your game. I've seen a lot.
Oh, yeah, I'll go Brody.
Brody Smith.
Yeah, Brody.
Broads.
All right, last one.
With your power forehands or getting speed and power on it, and you're throwing like this, I like to switch my grip to the split grip.
Would you like it once more? Yeah.
With your power forehands or getting speed and power on it, and you're throwing like this, I like to switch my grip to the split grip.
No. It's not Calvin? No.
Is that Gossage?
No, it's not. It's Kyle Klein.
That's Kyle Klein.
Yeah. All right, there we go. So we had 21 points. Tim, you ended up on 14. Fergie,
Not bad.
8.
Yeah,
Can't believe I didn't get Paul Macbeth, though. That sucks.
I got flogged. I have a full disconnection with hearing people's like. Did you like tweak that up a couple of notches? The speed.
The speed
just sounded different.
No, there you go, boys. Yeah,
Someone would have aced that. Someone would get 21.
yeah. I hope anyone.
We're ready.
Anyone playing at home, send in what you got because, I'm going to use it to trash talk these boys.
Good quiz.
That was a bit of fun, and I didn't use all the pros, so we can definitely do that one again.
Yeah, let's do that again.
All right, next up, a bit more fun. Trash or cash.
Wouldn't be episode 50 without trash or cash.
100%.
And we've had a few people send stuff in, which is awesome stuff.
Yeah, love it.
Fergie, why don't you kick us off?
Marlon G from Ballarat, winning when you are the only player in your division. Oh,
yeah.
Is that why you kicked it off with me?
Yeah. Yeah. Sniped.
I had one event in MP40, and actually it was my second.
He hasn't stopped talking about it either, Mark.
Yeah.
It's
That's
trash.
hilarious.
If you're the only person in the division, make like Sarah Lee and move over to a different one. She's just very honourable doing that. But when you're
funny.
the only player, no good. No bueno.
Yep.
Trash.
Yeah, trash.
Cash.
You giving this one to me? I can't pronounce the guy's name. Brian Rawerda.
That's exactly why I gave it to you.
Rawerda. Playing down in MA40 when you were MA1.
I think he's throwing some shade.
I don't know the story there, but very, very... Hang on, playing down. Yeah, so MA1 down to MA40. This MA1 division, very, very controversial.
Because he's throwing shade, I'm just going to say cash.
Yeah, look, shots fired. I'm not going to be judge, judy, and executioner. I'm going to let you guys decide. You duke it out in your own divvies. I'm going to go with cash.
Yeah, cash.
Yes.
It's definitely, like, I reckon if I knew the names, I'd be saying definitely trash. But we're going to leave that one.
All right, Liam has asked friction gloves.
I love this one.
Trash or cash?
I've never used them. You used one?
I've thrown with a glove once.
Yeah.
And it's a big old trash.
It's trash?
It reminds
What
me
about
of...
when it's raining? Is it useful?
Trash.
Trash.
But
the friction. It's in the name. Friction.
Mate, yeah,
I thought they were really just for Ultimate.
I mean,
Yeah.
if you want to... No, I'm not going to say that.
It takes me back to like Severio Rocca or someone like that. Like, who donned a glove. Who else?
Travis Cloak.
Yeah. No, it's a big old trash. It should be banned. You shouldn't be able to use gloves.
Should
No,
be
it's
banned.
weird.
Very, I don't know. I'm going to go with trash, though. Yep.
Reese Wiz, he came in with celebrating putts from C2 or outside T2 like you scored a goal in the Premier League.
I mean, what do you run up to the basket and just do a little Timmy Cale on the corner pole? I like it.
Yeah,
Let's do it.
I freaking love it. It's a big old cash for me.
Mate,
we
if
need more of this.
I hit him from 6 meters. I'm almost like taking the shirt off.
Yeah, I know. I thought that too. I thought C2 is a bit generous there. Oh, man. Yeah, 10 meters. I'm celebrating like that.
Oh, look, you wouldn't have raptor legs if you didn't have this kind of celebration. So, yeah, it's cash, man.
Yeah, big old cash. All right, the disc golf off-season. Trash or cash?
Trash or cash? What are you talking about? Like just the fact that we don't have disc golf? 'Cause that's trash?
That there's an off-season, yeah.
Or the fact that they try to fill it with crap. You see Disc Golf Network showing like disc golfers streaming games and stuff. Like, come on.
Yeah.
That's just, like I get that email to say like Eric Oakley's streaming. That's just a reminder to cancel my membership and renew it when the season starts.
I think there's probably some good reason to have some time with the family. So the wives and stuff are probably pretty happy.
It's a pretty long off season though.
Yeah,
like we're talking from now till
like. We don't really have
like
it in Australia though because we go year round.
Yeah, we're cool.
You know, we're finishing end of November.
We've only got one tournament a month. But there's no off season.
No off season. We grind. I mean, I'm going to say...
Well, I don't
know. I'm on the fence here.
It's a good point, though. Well, it's a good point. Like, half the states are bloody ice and snow, so they're not playing anything.
Yeah.
We're lucky that we get to push on through. So, I don't know. Yeah. I mean, it's of course, it's trash. Everyone wants to play lots of disc golf tournaments, so...
Yeah.
All right, trash. Tim, you can read this one out.
Filming yourself and only sharing the good shots.
Are you talking about disc golf?
Yeah.
I mean, that's just social media in general.
Yeah.
Just taking good pictures, taking 8 pictures of your face and being like, that one's the best, let's post it.
Yeah. I still reckon one of my favourite videos you shared is you and Budgie when you played the whole one at Palm Valley.
It just took like
and
an
you
8.
hit every tree.
Yeah.
Still one of the best videos.
Yeah, look, I always post the good stuff and then do like post the bad stuff too. It's funny.
It is funny actually.
Yeah.
And was it Reese Wiz who posted the one from New South Wales Open, just a compilation of just him missing?
Yeah, that was gold.
It was absolutely fantastic.
Reese.
Absolutely.
So that's trash. Got to post the bad shots.
Yeah. All right, trash.
Yep.
Just throw. Just like a little bit of life discussion here, though. Like, the fact that we can take 1 million photos on our phone and only post the good stuff is kind of sad. Like, do you remember when you had to, like, wind up the camera and, like, take a snap?
Yeah.
And then your dad was always in charge of the camera and, like, half your family photos, just everyone's got their eyes closed and, like, no one's looking.
Yeah,
like,
good one, Tez.
I love that. I love that.
Yeah.
I love the candid photos.
Everything's a little bit too perfect these days.
Way too perfect. Yeah.
Yep.
Oh, I like that one. All right.
U-disc ratings.
Yes.
Now,
yeah.
I haven't actually kind of used this. Well, you know, I have a torn meniscus that's stopping me from doing anything at the moment. But, boys, what's the go?
It's only just sort of come out. They've got the UDIS rating.
It won't work. It's trash. Like, I don't really care how it works, what it does. No one scores properly in UDisc. Like, I take that. Some people do. A lot of people do. A lot of people don't. There's mulligans. There's throwing two off a like, who plays a casual round and doesn't sneak in an extra shot?
Yeah.
Score the first, but we'll throw
yeah, I like
it's
that.
It's kind of like they're not real.
Yeah. Okay.
So yeah, look, trash from me.
And are they different too, by the way? Like, are they?
Yes. Okay. So it's like it's score from up to 300. 300 is the highest.
Mm-hmm.
And 300 is basically the equivalent of like an 1100 round.
Oh, okay.
Okay, so we're not getting to 300. Yeah. But yeah, like a 250 is like 1,000 rated.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Okay. So I've done 2 rated rounds already with UDIS. One was like 210 and another was like 230.
Okay. How many mulligans?
Look.
No,
I think if you follow Everything Ballard, if you don't follow him on Instagram, do it because he's just awesome disc golf content.
Yeah.
And for Off Jerry, they showed like a couple of months ago that you can literally just search a player by the PDJ number. So you can type in like Macbeth's PDJ number, start a U-disc round, and just punch in the numbers.
Oh, really?
So like Froth Jerry had like Kramer beating like Paul Macbeth.
Yeah, okay.
Probably would skew the ratings for that course and things like that. So
that's
it's just like
that's a good point, Tim.
Yeah.
All right.
So like UDIS ratings, they're going to be an absolute lottery.
Yeah.
Until like there's some sort of like accelerometer or vibration detection that spots you taking a mulligan and like gets the score out of the algorithm. Like there's no point.
Yeah.
But they'll be fun. They'll be funny, that's for sure.
Well,
but I'm giving it a big old trash.
There's our previous question about filming yourself. How about UDisc rounds are all filmed, so you film the shit stuff as well.
Yeah, that's it.
All right, it's a trash. Yeah, I reckon that's fair. All right, this one isn't disc golf related, but it's just happened. So Halloween in Australia, what's the vote?
Mate, it was cash.
Cash?
Went trick-or-treating with the little fella. He had a blast.
Oh, yeah?
A few years ago, I would have said trash, but I don't know. It was pretty good. I had the kids were out last night in the court with their mates, and it was pretty cool. Everyone was dressed up.
I love it how there's like just old grumpy dudes that are just like, oh, it's an American thing. Why is it here? Rah, rah, rah. But it's just like, who cares what it is or why it is or when it is? It's like a fun night where kids can go out there and get lollies. You just got to make sure when you trick or treat and just teach your kids like no lollipops, go for the chockies because I'm not going to pinch a lollipop. Get the chockies in there. That's for sure.
My boy went to some house and then the dude was like, "Oh no, I don't have anything." Like some young dude. And then he ended up going to the fridge and getting some cicadas or some shit. It's just like, it's pretty random. But
there was a fruit platter out there last night. Like,
that sucks.
You get a B+ for effort there, but that's disappointing. We had the chockies.
All right, cool. Cash then. All right, Dennis Ladwick sent in 12 different AM divisions at ADG events.
Yeah, trash.
Yeah, absolutely.
That's a lot of divisions. Like, the people that are signing up for all these divisions and whatnot, like, have you ever been a TD and like having to get like 12 trophies and opening that rego thing and being like, oh, please, just everyone fill 5 divisions. I don't want to have to get 12 different trophies and worry about one person pulling out and then all of a sudden I've got 2 people in a division sort of thing.
Yep.
Trash.
Big old trash.
Yes, Tim.
Next one, Pro Jerseys. And who sent this in? It says doesn't include the Tim B shirt from Parks. So well done. They're not wrong. That Tim Bowen t-shirt from Parks is everywhere. I couldn't make Jumbuck, but luckily someone was wearing a Jumbuck, so I was still there in spirit.
So are we
Pro
talking
Jerseys.
Pro Jerseys? Are we talking like the Joel Freeman strawberries and stuff? Or
no, like I'm pretty like it's like Eagle's got his own jersey. Page has got their own jersey, like that.
I think Eagle and Simon might have kicked it off with Discmania.
Yeah.
And then they made a boatload, and then everyone else has been like, oh, let's do jerseys. Jerseys are hot right now.
Yeah. Okay.
I'm saying cash. They look awesome. No collars, mind you. No one's bringing out a collared number.
Yeah, okay.
So that's an extra double cash.
I'll have to say cash as well. I mean, look, they all make some money off merch these days and things like that. I know I went to see Lagwagon the other night up in Melbourne, which is an old punk band from the 90s.
Right, yeah.
Anyway, I got sucked into buying some merch, $60 for the T-shirt.
Yeah.
It was only $70 to see the band, so...
Mate, you got ripped off. I think you can get a Timmy Bowen T-shirt for like $40 maybe. Yeah, get on that first.
Does it come in men's?
Yeah, it does.
Okay,
it does.
Cool.
In ladies is a real question.
Big old cash.
Yep. David Eames, throwing your putter upside down for layups on a steep green.
Oh, I've seen people do this, and I don't think I've ever actually tried it.
Yeah.
It's very swag when people do it. Like, I'm like, oh, that boy's getting laid. That's sexy.
I definitely have scooted a putter upside down, or even other discs, to get under low shit for a little, small approach. But yeah.
So the idea is the fact that the rim is not causing more friction as it passes along the ground.
Yeah.
So you get a little bit further.
You can slide it up. Yeah. The first time I did it was Point Manor. And it's a big old cash.
Yeah.
Because, the only thing, though, if you're thinking about, maybe I should do this, go out and try it first.
You're going to say, I can see myself stuffing that up big time.
Yeah, because you think you're going to throw it like 2 meters. That thing's going at least 5. That power, like you think 2 meters, it's going 5 meters. Yep. So go out and practice it first. But, it's definitely cash.
Especially if it's a nice little slippery kind of
dewy morning.
At the same time, the word layup is in the thing, so I'm kind of tempted to say just trash because you're laying up. Like, run that bad boy. But I get the question, and it is a cash.
All right, cash.
Next one, Gannon Burr's Lego collection. Can I just say, look, I know I'm probably going to annoy a few people here, but like, Lego's crap. Like, who gives a shit about Lego?
I get the old, like, the $5, $10 Lego in the old Christmas stocking that takes 10 minutes to put together. That's all right. I'm happy to do that. Did you see the Gannon Burr's Lego? He's got the freaking Titanic.
Yeah, I did see that, actually.
Like, that's trash.
Yeah.
That's where are you putting that?
I'm not with you. I'm not saying I'm a Lego fan.
A lot of Lego fans out there. There are a lot. I'm already going to get some.
I do have one little neat Yoda that did take me a few weeks to put together, which is pretty cool.
Yeah.
But yeah, I did actually see another. It might have been a piece of Gannon Burr's Lego collection as well on the socials.
On
did you see that one?
PDJ Rodman.
Yeah, it might have been on that one.
Yeah. Oh yeah, I saw that one too.
Yeah. I'm pretty sure it was a flashlight, wasn't it?
Yeah. Moving on.
Have you seen that meme though? It's a big shot of a great white shark jumping out of the water with its jaws wide open, and it says footage of a shark stepping on a piece of Lego. I'm like spot on. Like Lego for kids is a nightmare.
He had a Titanic. He had all these like things. They were massive. I'm like, where are you putting that? He's got so many disc golf trophies now as it is. Like, where do you have a Lego room and a freaking disc golf trophy room? It's a trash for me.
Yeah, trash. Next one, playing disc golf in the snow. I've never done it, but I'm going to say trash. I don't even like playing in like the wet, like mild bit of water.
Yeah.
I'm done.
I've seen a bunch of pros like that are doing this now, like because it's snowing. But
you tie a ribbon onto your disc, and so you see if it goes deep in the snow where it went.
You've done it.
Yeah, I've done it. Yeah, in Berlin, Potsdam.
Yeah,
they've got maybe half a foot of snow, but it was enough to kind of cover the ground and the whole thing. And it was pretty cool.
Yeah,
cool.
But like as a novelty, just like one off,
literally pretty cool.
Yeah. But that was bad. I wouldn't want to be doing it all the time.
No. It's got to be a trash.
It feels like a trash.
Yeah, trash overall. Disc golfing with your significant other.
Now, I asked you boys to ask this question to your wives. Now, I'll lead off. I said, Emlyn, if trash or cash, if I asked you to go disc golfing with me, and her response, absolute trash. I would do so many other things. I love you though.
Oh boy, is that an invitation? I feel like she's like, let's stay home and
Oh no, she's talking about going to the supermarket, mate. She'd rather do that. Yeah, far out. Yeah,
I mean, Kat plays disc golf.
Yeah,
until we had 2 kids, and then it's been a bit harder.
And then
she loved it.
Yeah.
Okay. A few good nights down at Barn Valley. Very cheap dates.
Yeah.
Ali and I have been on a couple of rounds together.
There you go.
Not many, but I think she'd be probably just pretty keen about knowing what to wear. She'd like to maybe get dressed up a little bit and
get her a nice
part.
big forehead hat and a nice disc golf jersey. I reckon she'd look great in that.
Absolutely. So, I will ask her, though. I will ask her.
All right. So what are we saying?
Cash.
Cash?
Get out there and play disc golf with your SO.
Absolutely.
All right. Just try and convince him. All right. I'll read this one. Playing disc golf in Crocs, and I'm singling him out. Dylan Feldman last night was playing Barn Valley in Crocs, man. In Crocs.
Crocs and socks or Crocs and barefoot?
Crocs and socks.
Crocs and
I
socks.
think you need the socks. I think you need the extra little bit of grip. Actually, I have to admit, I'm just a very recent convert to the Crocs.
Oh, really? Are you going to play disc golf in it?
I got a nice neon watermelon pair the other week.
I've seen Bruce.
You would.
Old Brucey. He was playing in Crocs one time too.
Yeah?
Yeah.
All right.
I don't know about playing in them, though.
Yeah,
that's probably a bit trash.
Yeah. You lost me when people were actually putting them on their feet. Yeah, I'm done.
All right.
That is not footwear. And Paddy, you put one here. Disc Golf Pros doing new disc release announcements.
Yeah. Have we seen this?
Oh, mate, have we? Everyone's seen this crap.
Yeah. I just can't stand it when they're... I'm going to hold a disc up the camera when they're there. Hi, I'm Ricky. This is my new slammer. It flies real good. I think it's going to be great for every player.
Love the feel of it. Love the feel.
The plastic's great.
Have pros ever not liked the feel of a disc?
I
hate the feel, but I'll give it a go.
Man, yeah. Oh, it feels like shit, but yeah, you should buy it anyway. Yeah.
I love it. They bring out a new disc, and then the pros are like, "Yep, love the feel. It's really good for this shot. It's going to make the bag." And then like a month later, you go there in their bag, and it's just like destroyers.
Yeah,
you're just like they like lapse.
They have to get a little bit more creative in the way that they're promoting these things. Yeah, I think Latitude do well with robotic.
Jonathan, is hilarious.
He's very, very good. They've done a good thing there, but yeah, no, it's trash for me.
Yep. All right, trash. And I have one more. I added this recently. Putting your ashes, like you've died and you put your ashes into a Frisbee.
Oh, boy.
How many people are doing this? Because I know one bloke.
There's one bloke.
Okay, right.
So I'm going to throw that out there.
So wait, he put his own ashes.
Yeah.
So is he really dead?
Someone.
Yeah.
He lost his arm.
It's Peter J. Peter J.
You know who it is, yeah?
Okay. Steady Ed.
Steady Ed.
So Steady Ed is a Frisbee.
Yep.
Jeez, you'd want to be a Taipan if you're going to be a
Chris
Frisbee.
Finn owns one.
Multiple Frisbees.
Finny owns one of them.
Yeah.
Does he really?
Yeah. I'm not sure.
Finny's got a little bit of Steady Ed.
He's got a little bit of steady in him.
If you go to... Jeez.
Whatever.
Shelve that. If you go into Ripley's, believe it or not, in Brizzy, or Queensland, sorry. There's literally the Steady Ed. They've got two Frisbees there as well. And if you hold it up to the light, the Frisbee up to the light, you can see the flecks of ashes in the plastic.
It's creepy.
Yeah.
Yeah, trash. Like, I don't want to do that.
Pretty unique that he did it, but feels a bit weird.
Very weird.
Yeah.
For him, I mean, look, I think it's weird. I think it's, to be honest, I think it's okay he did it because he basically invented the shit. Mm-hmm. But, I mean, just randoms?
Yep.
Nah, you can't be doing that.
All right, so one of the legends we know, what's Dave Dunapace going to put his ashes in?
A Rolo. The one you eat.
All right, that's the end of Trash or Cash. We hope that you enjoyed it. I love that we got so many submissions. So thank you to all those that sent some in. We do have a quick couple of questions just to finish off the episode because it has been an absolute stacked episode and we're celebrating episode 50, so why not? First one, Tommy Kulmala has sent in Aussie Open, major or not? I would like to hear your thoughts on how big a tournament is from your perspective. So,
I don't think it's going to be a US major on that
PDJ
level.
major.
PDJ major. That's what I mean.
No,
but
it's not going to be.
It's a major development though in terms of the size and scope of what's going to happen in Australia. That's awesome. You know, if we can just sort of dangle the carrot in front of some pros and get them to come over. Yeah.
I think it's going to be. I mean, this is next November. It's going to be a big time of year for disc golf in Australia.
Huge,
with back-to-back kind of big events going on. So I think it's huge. And look, I mean, it's COVID smashed the Aussie Open and the team kind of got busy doing other things anyway. But it's good to have it back. And no, it doesn't need to be a major, and it won't be.
It won't
Not
be a
yet.
PDGA major.
Yeah, I think Tommy, the first one, we're just happy that it's back. So it's going to be an A tier.
Yep.
Yeah, PDGA tier. So
and shout out to Tommy as well, who did come out for the event from Finland. So
stoked that it's an A tier, and I would be surprised if it wasn't a major in the future at some point.
Yeah.
So
now we had two questions. Christy Ann from SA and Marlon G from Vic have asked how to play hole 18. Well, Christy has specifically said how to not let hole 18 at Eruption bend you over. Marlon wants to know how do you play it if you can't go over, and I think we answered that.
Yeah.
There is a short layup to the left, and it'll put a little bit more onus on that shot. Yeah. The second shot to get that par. You got to play it perfectly, but that's how you play it.
Can't picture the line, but 2 70-meter throws to get your par sounds pretty risky.
I have a feeling the landing zone is going to force you to throw a backhand turnover for the second shot.
Okay.
Because you're not really going to be past there's like trees and rough on there.
How far is it to the island?
I think it's like
115.
I think it might be like 90 meters across the water. Okay. Maybe 100 meters.
And you're
across
uphill.
the water.
Throw it downhill, yeah.
No, it's pretty flat.
Pretty flat. Okay.
Flat.
Yeah.
Oh, look, I mean, just like you said it before, just to go full send. If you land on the hazard, so what? You're still close enough to kind of lay up, take a bogey.
That's it.
But if you deliberately try and play safe, and then you gaff up your second, and then you're looking at 5 and 6, then you're stuffed. So just go full send.
I think to be parked on the hole, you've got to throw at least 115 meters over water.
Yeah.
Yeah, which is a big throw.
Marlon, full send, mate.
Full send.
Close your eyes, full send. That's the answer.
Yep, can't go wrong. Now, Alan Maypar has asked to us all a favourite moment of the show from the start to now. Like any bloopers or favourite interviews, that type of thing.
Oh,
I think that's a nice
Definitely.
way to finish episode 50.
Definitely the players' meetings have been just so good.
Tim.
I love it.
I wrote that one down
disc golf tip of the week or reflections, the mental game. Oh, mate. So good.
Oh, mate.
When I'm struggling to sleep at night,
chain
Configurations.
configurations. Yep.
No, I think actually it was a funny one happened. It happened a while ago, but it popped up recently. Was when I absolutely tore shreds off Philip Paul. Shout out to Paul, mate Phil.
I love how long it took him.
Yeah.
He's like, "Where's my $50?" He messages like months after the episode release.
The Gordo Ramsay reviews, they were not scripted, and we came up with some nice lines. I think Fergie, you said this looks like the apparatus that helps an old person go to the bathroom.
Yeah, that was Paul Lee Thompson's Hunter stand, wasn't it?
So good.
That's right.
I also had one where it was Andy from Inverleigh. He sent one in, and apparently I said it looks like something like a grade 2 would make for a show and tell.
I do think that one of mine was probably one of my favourites. But even back further, I remember having a real proper laugh when we shoved those things in your mouth that make you not be able to speak.
Yes. Yeah.
What's the game? I can't remember. It's actual game.
It's like the dentist kind of game.
Yeah.
Like
it can't speak like this, and we did like a quiz or some shit with them in our mouths, or we're trying to do something. That was funny.
Wait, this is the dreaded pre-Tim part of the team.
Yeah.
It was the golden era.
Those evil first few episodes.
It took 3 years for us to get out 8 episodes.
Oh, gross.
If anyone's game enough, go back and listen to them. But
that was pretty funny, though.
That was a good one.
Yeah.
My one was when we were interviewing Kev Costa and his goat interrupted us. That was pretty good. Thank you, Alan. Appreciate that you sent that in. It was nice having to think back to some of those funny moments, and I'm sure that there's been a few more than that. Fergie, Tim.
Mate, that's it. That was an absolute jam-packed episode, number 50. It's good to be chugging along nicer with you boys. And we've got a couple more episodes before we wrap up this season.
Yeah.
On to bigger and better things next year.
Yeah, I'm excited. Next couple of episodes, I've already touched base with the TD of Oz Champs. We are going to get Sean on in some future episodes and talk champs, because after Eruption this weekend, that is going to be the big one on everyone's mind. So, yes, we are pretty pumped for that. So, thanks for listening, guys. Please follow us on Facebook and Instagram. Send in all the questions and topics that you'd like us to discuss. We really appreciate it. Until then, we hope you get out and play some disc golf with your mates.
So that's the end of the episode. Thanks for listening. I don't know why you're still here. We have to go see our families. Seriously, just go play disc golf.